What if I told you that there was nobody to blame but yourself? What if I told you that it wasn't the circumstances that you're in, but your belief and your mindset about those situations that is holding you back? I know that from my own experience, a lot of these things are true. And thought prisons are a great analogy for what we like to do for a lot of situations that we're in. You know, wanting to put ourselves out there creatively or romantically or whatnot, but coming up with so many different reasons why not to. And it's just like this overthinking is really what keeps us from achieving what we want out of life. So like, let's not discount the fact that there are external circumstances. Of course, I'm not doing that wholeheartedly, but I noticed that more than half the time, it's really just my own way of thinking and my own belief behind what the outcome will potentially be that prevents me from even taking a chance, or prevents me from really, just going for it fearlessly. So what exactly do all these different Buddhist teachings talk about? Because I started to notice a pattern from listening to like Ram Dass talks, Alan Watts talks, or listening to even older quotes from Eastern philosophers and stuff like that. It's just like all about not getting caught up in your own way, not really overthinking. One of my favorite quotes being, "The mind is a great servant, but a poor master," and it's a useful tool. It really is. It's the greatest tool of the human race. Like our species has specifically evolved to use our intellects to communicate with each other, to better orchestrate hunts and create settlements and agriculture and art and all language and all these different things. But there's a fine line between using our intellect in a very helpful way that only helps to elevate humanity and elevate our own personal consciousness, and then there's the other side of that, which is ruminating, being so anxious about the future, a possible future that may never even come, or being depressed about all of the mistakes that we've made in the past and everything that we might have lost, like people passed away or places that we used to live at where we don't live anymore. Like we could be sentimental about these things, obviously, but there's a level of attachment. And that's another thing too, is that like, what is detachment? Detachment, originally I thought was kind of just like this, like overly stoic, non-responsive, non-clinging thing to anything. And because once you originally get into what detachment is, that's what you think it is. But really what it is it's just allowing yourself to fully be in the moment. Like Ram Dass talks about, be here now, like just really being in the moment and embracing all the people and things that you have here right now, instead of waiting for them to no longer be here, or instead of worrying about what's coming next. Like for example, like I met someone really cool. I wasn't really trying to meet someone, and obviously almost immediately, because I'm an overthinker, I'm worrying about like, well, where's this gonna go? What comes next? And in doing that, I'm almost sabotaging what it is now. And so I've been, not just with this situation and this person, but like in pretty much all my situations, I've kind of just been taking things day to day. I've been just like, instead of worrying about like, I'm working on a movie, I'm working on a record, and I'm pairing the two together, and I'm even doing like a whole like spoken word thing that gets paired. So it's like 3 different projects combined into one that I want to have out in the beginning of 2026. But in between that, in the meantime, I'm releasing an EP at the end of this year, and then the beginning of next year, I'm releasing another EP. And I'm recording everything at home myself, and I'm writing everything myself and all that. And then I obviously do videos like this. So obviously there's got to be a little bit of, rest in between and not overstressing and not overworking. But I think the reason why I've been able to have so much momentum for these things is because I just allow myself to enjoy them for what they are and not worry about the outcome. Don't overthink it. Like, yeah, sure, like, some of the videos that I post will do great in numbers, but most of them won't. But like, I can't really pay too much attention to that, because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I love because I love to do it. Whether or not it makes me money is entirely up to the universe, and also entirely up to how good I could make my art and how I express myself and whatnot. But if I worry too much about the outcome, it's going to absolutely destroy what I'm doing, the authenticity behind it, and just the creative process in general. And so what we're really talking about here is escaping this mind matrix, escaping this idea that things need to be a certain way in order to get a certain outcome. Like, because I'm like an indie folk artist, and it's kind of like emotional, and it's not really silly, that I can't be silly. But like who wrote those rules, right? Like, at a show, we're in the entertainment business, right? So like at a live show, I should be silly, because like that kind of loosens up, it's also authentically who I am. Like, I'm a little silly, I'm a little serious, I'm a little deep. So I should just, depending on the situation and what it calls for, like what I said in an earlier video, Bruce Lee's "Be Like Water" quote, just like adapt to the situation and bring out the parts of me that are called for those situations. So for live shows, it should be a little bit more freeform, a little bit more fun, a little less serious. In the songwriting process, I could be a little bit more particular. I could be a little bit more, like deeper and emotional when it comes to like the poetry or the lyrics or whatnot. But like, I recently had an idea to like, like I always make these like serious music videos or lyric videos to try to pair it to the music. Why not have a friend of mine animate a music video for this next single I'm putting out in November, and just make it all about Joe Rogan? I mean, that's stupid, but like, why not? I mean, it's a fun thought that I had, taking a jab at someone that like I used to listen to, and I just think it would be funny, and why not, So it might have nothing to do with the song, but I might find a clever way to tie what the video is all about to the song in a funny way. And at the end of the day, art's all about just expressing yourself, Like, I had the idea last year to only make this channel about like the healing journey and about like my spiritual side, not just the music, but also integrating the spiritual and philosophical aspects of myself. Not really talking about anything else. But like last night I had an idea, and I was like, what? Like, I used to really like Dragon Ball. Like, what if I made a video talking about like how I would have done Dragon Ball Super differently, or my take on like House of the Dragons, or I don't know, like all these different things that I like. Like, I could literally do whatever I want, because there's no rules with this. Like, like morning coffee is really just me and how I express myself. And so that means like if I wanted to express myself like just by talking about the things that I'm entertained by and my ideas and takes on them, then what's wrong with that, you know? Or like having a sillier video paired to my music, or, you know, like the movie that I'm making with my friend Erica and Jackson, they're both going to be helping me make a David Lynch style movie to be paired off with my record. And this was an idea that my friend Erica approached me with. And even though I've had the idea for like weird like music videos and lyric videos, like I never had the idea for a movie. But you know what? Like, why not? Like this life is short. Let's just do it all. I'm going to do it all, you know? Like, I'm doing yoga every day. I work out regularly. I like to write poetry. I like to go to open mics. I play a lot of shows. I write at home. I'm doing covers now too. I just wanna live before I die. And so, you know, instead of overthinking things and thinking that like, I'm just a musician, I'm just meant to be viewed this way, I'm just X, Y, and Z. Like, why limit ourselves in such a finite lifetime, right? Let's dive into all the passions that we have. We could prioritize certain ones. Like, I still prioritize music over everything, but like, I will still go out to a poetry group and read my poetry, or you know, I don't know. There's so many different things. Like, we don't have to just do one thing. So, hopefully listening to this has inspired you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, think a little less, and do a little more, and have a good day.